this video, we're going to study about work of art. We are going to cover Mona Lisa, Girl with a Pearl Earring, The Last Supper, The Scream, The Starry Night, and Van Gogh's most famous paintings. This picture is known as the Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci. It was created between 1503 and 1519. The Mona Lisa is currently displayed in the Louvre Museum in Paris, France. Some say that the woman in the picture is the wife of a rich merchant. However, some experts disagree on this opinion. The Mona Lisa wasn't particularly famous until the 20th century. In fact, this painting was stolen and privately kept by one of Louvre Museum staff for 2 years. After this incident, the artwork became internationally phenomenal painting. Girl with a Pearl Earring is a famous painting by Vermeer, made around 1665. It shows a young girl wearing a blue pearl earring and a blue and yellow headscarf. The girl is looking over her shoulder and her face looks calm and bright. People sometimes call it the Mona Lisa of the North because it is so beautiful and mysterious. The Last Supper is a famous painting by Leonardo da Vinci. He painted it between 1495 and 1498. It shows Jesus eating his last meal with his 12 friends before he was taken away and killed. During the meal, Jesus says, "One of you will betray me." The picture shows how shocked and surprised the people are when they hear this. You can see this painting in Milan, Italy. It is famous because the people in the painting look very real and the room looks deep and detailed. The Scream is a famous painting by Munch, made in 1893. It shows a person with a scared face holding their head and screaming. The sky is red and wavy, making the picture look strange and emotional. It shows feelings of fear, stress, and anxiety. It is one of the most well-known artworks in the world. Munch is one of the most important artists in modern history. The Scream is kept in Norway. This picture is Vincent van Gogh's The Starry Night. It was painted in 1889 and is exhibited in the Museum of Modern Art in New York, America. Van Gogh painted this artwork while being treated in a mental hospital in France. It is known that the artist was motivated by the view outside his window. Vincent van Gogh painted many self-portraits, pictures of himself. One of the most famous was made in 1889. In this painting, Van Gogh is wearing a blue coat and has a serious face. You can see his sad eyes. The background has swirling blue lines which make the picture look emotional and alive. He painted this self-portrait while he was in a mental hospital in France. It shows his deep feelings and struggles. This painting is now in Museum Orsay in Paris, France. Sunflowers is a famous painting by Vincent van Gogh, a Dutch artist. He painted several versions of sunflowers between 1888 and 1889. The most well-known version shows bright yellow sunflowers in a vase, painted with strong brush strokes. Van Gogh used different shades of yellow to show the beauty of the flowers. The painting feels warm and full of life. He made the sunflower paintings to decorate the room for his friend Paul Gauguin, another artist. One version of sunflowers is now in the National Gallery in London, and others are in museums in Amsterdam and Tokyo. The happiest time of Gauguin's life was when he moved to Arles region in southern France. In 1888, fed up with the life of Paris, he longed for a brighter, warmer sun and colorful landscape to regain his mental and physical stability. Gauguin, who was staying in Arles, loved stars so much that he wrote in his letter, "I will go outside to draw stars." In addition, he tried to portray the darkness of the night, which has its own color on the canvas. The sky above the river which flows around Arles is full of bright stars. And the color of the night sky is painted blue, not black, to show its vibrant energy. In fact, out of Gauguin's many paintings, the only painting he sold was The Red Vineyard. There's also a vase with red daisy and puppies, but it's hard to say that this piece of work is completely sold, because it was for Dr. Paul's sister, in which Vincent van Gogh gave it for his medical expenses. Vincent van Gogh, a genius painter who lived a fiery life and died a short life at the age of 37, although he spent his life alone in poverty, he lives forever, immortalizing many of his masterpieces in our hearts that live in this era.